Good evening and salutations, my soap opera fans. So, as the title suggests, Victor and Nikki celebrate their 40-year epic love story. There's a couple of titles that was sitting there swirling in my head, but think about that for a minute. They may not have actually been together for 40 years, but they known each other for 40 years. It's a long time to know anyone. I mean, 40 years of knowing somebody pretty much inside and out. They're good, they're bad, they're ugly, they're everything. That is, every time I sit there and see an older couple, whatever that come in, always sit there and ask, how old, how long y'all been married and stuff like that. Oh, yeah, I've been married like 30, 40 years. I'm just like, that's a lot. That's a long, long, long time. Um, okay, there we go, we're good. So let's get some music in. As you're coming in, make sure you do hit the like button. It really does actually help. Um, Ron is in the chat. My Jester. Let's get some music in here. Get that going. Thank you, Blackmon. I missed you too yesterday. I hate not streaming. Terry Ice Cream is in the chat. How you doing tonight? Um, Yesterday was a day. It was definitely a day. Um, and Mr. Bear is in the chat. How you doing tonight? Laura B is in the chat. How you doing tonight? Yeah, no, I definitely missed everyone in the chat. Um, you ever had one of those days where it's like you get out of work and it was just so much of a bad day that you just don't want to do anything else except for just go in the shower and go to sleep? That's pretty much was the day that I had yesterday. And I will tell y'all about it, members about it tomorrow. But yeah. Autumn says, hey, Albert, Nina got some nerve trying to run her mouth about Curly, but she ain't trying to talk about how she banged you. Very, very true, Autumn. Very true. Thank you, Laura B. No, I missed you as well. I missed everyone. Um, I miss you too, Laura B. But it's one of those things where it's like I always feel that if you're not in a good mood, then you shouldn't stream. You know, you shouldn't stream because my when I'm here, my job is to sit there and entertain other people. That's my job. My job is to make other people feel better if they're having a bad day, and I take that very seriously. And I knew yesterday I just couldn't do it, so it was like, let me not. Um, I was like, let me not attempt. I can take this off. But I'm in a much better mood now. Darby was good. How you doing tonight? I didn't even see Kyrie's actually stream yesterday. That's gonna be it. Oh, having the pawn card. um, that's gonna be interesting. That's gonna be interesting because now I'm kind of thinking like, where's that card at? Oh yeah, Laura B. And she, like I said, she was acting like a 12-year-old schoolgirl. I was like, yo, and granted, she's doing that to get under Drew's skin to get help with Willow. Arnold says, even if Carly is being case, whose business is it? Is Carly ain't with anybody. She has no ring on her finger, so it's not Sunny, Drew, or Jason's business. Yes, this is very true. And Drew dumped her. Drew dumped her, as he should. Um, isn't all the way done yet. But yes, I'm in a much better mood today than I was yesterday. I went to bed early. I went to bed early, like 8:10. I was in the bed. But yeah, she's running around and she is telling everybody. Um, and my whole thing is like, why would you do that in front of? Why would you do that in front of Carly's son? Like, do you understand how out of pocket that was? I mean, even Curtis was like, "Boo, that's you doing too much." But then it had the nerve to sit there and tell Drew, "Well, she's going through a divorce, so take it easy on her. Take it easy on her." Your friend just walked in, tried to throw something in my face, and you want me to take it easy on her? Get the F out of here, is what I would have told Curtis. She's going through a divorce. Came up to me, came up to me to sell him my half of the Metro Court for Carly. I make him pay 3 times what it's worth. Come on, Jason, prove how much he loves Carly. Yeah, despite Ron says it wasn't much when Stephanie confronted Everett about signing the papers. He was like, "Don't ever." Yeah, he said it's the tone that he said that in that I was not a fan of. He was like, "Shh." I was like, "I know you did." I was like, "I know you just did not just shush this woman." Yep. See, that's the thing. That's the thing about Nina when it comes towards Carly. Y'all can sit there and say all y'all want about Nina, and trust me, I do too. But I'll sit there and say any and everything about Nina and twice on Sundays. But she does make it interesting, you know? Now, Mr. Bear says B&B was beating around the bush too much, dragging out. Yes, that's very true. That's very true. Dragging out. I mean, but Mr. Bear, did you notice that they're now showing previews like The Young and Restless every Friday? They never used to do that. Well, I don't remember them doing that. Out of the 3 years that I've watched the show, I never remember them doing that. So that was totally new today. But yeah, we didn't even RJ's not gonna find out until like maybe Monday. Mm-hmm. Brown says, I would agree with you since you claim to love and want Stephanie. I'm like, bro, that's how you speak. Yeah, that's exactly. I was like, that was out of pocket. Um, because Alyssa kept some just saying it's like, listen, I don't trust him. He's off. He's, cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs, whatever. Like, there's something off with him. I was like, well, Alyssa, you don't really, we don't really know how it's going to unfold. And I saw that today and I was like, oof, okay. Yeah, Alyssa was right. I was like, maybe my girl Alyssa was right about that. We really sat there and said, shh. I was like, I know you just did not tell this 30-something-year-old woman to shush. Um, so yeah, that was completely off of me. Cherry Ice Cream says she just gave Sonny another reason to slap her because he's gonna find out. Yeah, that's true. Nina is just a mess right now. She's a mess, but it's so entertaining to watch. See, that's the thing. Nina is entertaining to watch because she's so much of a mess. Like, what grown adult runs around town, bursts in a meeting, and starts telling the ex and the son, "Hey, listen, your girl Carly, yeah, she's out there sleeping with another man." Mm-hmm. Yeah. So Ron says, even though I thought that Clyde was the one who was gonna. Yeah, I mean, I would have preferred it was Clyde. Yep, I saw it. He's going to get his block knocked off, Mr. Bear. Anna says, I can't wait for Sunny to find out that Nina and Drew bang on the floor. I mean, out of the floor, the fallout that will bring. I want Sunny kicking the crap out of Drew. I think the fallout is going to hurt Drew more than Nina. Yeah, I mean, what was my name? There's been rumors Smith saying that like he's going to be leaving the show soon. I don't know how true that is. I don't know what they're doing with Cody at this point. And I'm gonna get to that Lucy stuff in a minute, but I don't know what they're doing with Cody because the actor that plays Mac is still not back on. And he's supposed to have a big story, but now this is kind of shelved, and we're discovering what Sasha's gonna do next, and her adventure and everything, which is so stupid. It's like, boo, you quit a job, you don't have that much savings, you gonna have to pick something. And she's being all picky, talking about, oh well, nothing is really getting my interest. I was like, hey, how about you sit there and try to figure out how you're gonna pay rent next month or in the next 2 months? How about that? Is that gonna be a thought you have, Sasha? I don't want to just rely on my pretty face. Well, you have to rely on something. You have to use something. And like I said, speaking of the Young and Restless, you got crazy so crazy psychopath Jordan running around dressed as a man throughout most of the episode. Meanwhile, you got Summers that they're giving Claire stank face. I'm like, oh, come on. I mean, it's weird because it's like, I get where Summer's coming from, and part of me feels like I shouldn't even be that hard on Summer. Claire almost killed her dad, okay? And yet I'm sitting there looking at the situation where we got Summer giving Claire stank face just because her son decided to sit next to Claire. I'm like, oh, it's not that serious. You're in a room full of people. What could wind up happening? Ron says this on next week also that Rafe tells trying to tell Everett to sign the papers and Jada eavesdropping, but he ain't gonna listen to him either. Yeah, it's so dumb. It's like, bro, listen, I don't care if you want to identify as a damn school bus. Just sign the papers, get this nag off of you so you can move on. She's all like, "Oh, well, I know you don't want to be married I'm like, I know you don't want to be married to me." I'm like, well, the way you acting, nobody wants to be married to you. Even though they are separated, they are still legally married. And Sonny is not going to take kindly to it. But he's not on his meds thing too. Which honestly, to tell you the truth, I'm not gonna lie, he would be such a hypocrite for acting that way. When he sat there, he literally kissed Ava. Juwan, did you hear about the talk being canceled? The talk is going to be canceled next year. They gotta make way for Gates. Move it out the way. It does suck though. I don't watch the show, but I don't like people losing their jobs. I don't know what happened to Jerry O'Connor. Ever since Sliders, he had just not been the same. But yeah, the gates. I mean, the talk is canceled. They're making way for the gates. Um, forget we can't forget, bro. Duan, that is legacy right there. That is 40 years. They made that show in a lot of ways. Yeah, that's Duan. That's blasphemy. That is blasphemy. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, Ryan. Kayla did kind of annoy me in the beginning. Exactly, Duan. That's blasphemy. She did kind of annoy me. She was like, "Oh, you're still in the doghouse." I'm like, lady, get off your high horse. You did the same thing for Stephanie. Autumn says, I'm glad Luna is finally going to tell RJ the truth. She should have done that a while ago because it wasn't Luna's fault. I was RJ would have punched in there too for the simple fact that Luna is his girlfriend. Okay, Autumn. Alyssa, it's funny. I was actually just talking about you. And I was like, maybe my girl Alyssa was actually kind of right. I was like, maybe Alyssa was kind of right. Um, I was watching it, I think it was yesterday, and Stephanie was saying, sign the papers, you're so and so. And he was like, his tone. And then he sat there, he shushed her. I was like, I know you just did not sit there and shush this grown 30 something year old woman. As I was sitting there watching it yesterday, I was like, yeah, I think she might have a point. I mean, I want to see how it plays out, but Duane says Carrie hosts. Oh, Jerry kind of hosted some shows right after GH. I just felt like he just was not the same after Sliders. Like that was his show. That was like his shining. He did some other movies and stuff like that back in the day, but exactly. Here's a Alyssa. It wasn't that he just said that. It was like he said that with a tone, and you know the tone I'm talking about, right? Like you are, like it's sort of threatening a little bit, and it's also demoralizing. Like you're talking to a kid or something, and then he shushed her. I don't know. I'm just very big on just like, the hell are you shushing? A grown woman that pays taxes. I know you did not just shush this woman. Oh, listen, I saw you today and Kyrie's live stream. Kyrie's and last day they were talking about WrestleMania. Which, by the way, you got your podcast tomorrow, right? Saying Duan. Just saying. Plus, he didn't want to continue his. Yeah, it was a little off. It's a little sus. I'm not gonna lie. Listen, it's a little sus. Don't 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 get it twisted, Alyssa. Jada still did annoy me, but yes, 4 o'clock, right? I'd rather him just sign it just to get it over with. Yeah, I saw you, Alyssa. Yep, 4 o'clock tomorrow. Thank you, Lobby. Yes, make sure you hit that like button. I'm gonna go and cheat right now. I hit the like button. If he signs as Everett is forgery. Sure, that is very true. Yep, Dolomedics. Only able to listen in at the moment. Well, it's good just to have you listening. tomorrow, or whenever you come into the stream this week, and we gotta talk about the X-Men. We gotta talk about that the latest episode because I watched it and I was like, yeah, we gonna have to talk about that. Duane said the talk getting canceled. I thought something was going on when he was hosting that after GH. I'm still just like kind of surprised that it got canceled a little bit. Alyssa, what about Thomas finding the pawn card? Yeah, Constantine gonna be pissed. That man is gonna be pissed. They say he has a bad accent. Really? Why? I mean, I get it. I'm not exactly a fan of talk shows either, but I think my thing for me is more of Ron says Everett said that he's not that person, meaning Bobby. I know what you meant. I know what you meant. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Lord Bid, Chad's son. Yeah, he's a little kid. Happy Friday, Tracy. Yep, that's what I was gonna sit there and say. I think it just would have been. I think it would have been too cliche if he just had a twin. Oh yeah, let me. That's what I was like. What am I doing? I was like, let me check the like situation. I got pressed something. I totally forgot. Let's see. We got 12. We got 12. We got 13 likes. We got 29 people in the chat. Thank you, Dewan. I appreciate that. Damn. Okay, let's just come in hard, but oh, trust me. Well, I get the joke. Didn't Billy say that he also had the idea at one point, or was he just blacking out? Autumn says, "Remember when Nina accused Carly of having an affair with Brig? I'm not. I'm really not understanding Nina's train of thought right now, because Nina did what she did to throw it in Drew's face. It's childish. Here's the thing, Autumn. It's not so much that it's childish. What she's doing is trying to get Drew on her side. Basically, Smith is saying, "Hey, listen, help me out." And you'll get back at Carly. Because Carly's already moved on, so you might as well sit there and practically say F Carly. Because he could have gotten DID. Yeah, I remember him saying something vague like that. But see, that's the thing. That's the thing, Autumn. He didn't do it to be childish. Like, that was calculated. She did it to try to get under Drew's skin to help Drew. I mean, to get Drew to help her with the Willow situation. Which, to be honest, um, Willow can kick rocks. Okay. Spend more time with Sasha. Willow can sit there and chill in the corner because she's dumb enough to sit there and walk in somebody else's restaurant, walk in her restaurant, and then talk about give me space. What? Bobby said, yeah, I heard that question to why in our fans did Billy disassociate when Dahlia died, or did they rewrite the story? It's a good question. Jada, Nina is just messing up any chance of having a relationship with Willow when she be acting like that. That's true. That's true. That's the thing about Nina. Nina will sit there and say that she's going to try to move forward and then generally take 3 steps backwards. Like he was angry drunk. Okay. And how you doing tonight, Jada? Angry drunk. Yeah. Well, that'll do it. Now, Alyssa says Claire has proven Summer's point because that boy winds up missing. Summer will, with not trusting Claire, made Claire feel some type of way. That's she goes back to her old self. Hmm. I think this is just to kind of go back to the whole Nina thing, right? Nina does a lot of messy stuff. But see, that's what makes Nina interesting. Nina's interesting because she does a lot of messy stuff. Oh yeah, of course. I mean, Claire did try to kill her dad. Yes, I'm gonna check it out. Thank you, Duan. I got so busy with the soap, but I did see your message. Thank you, Duan. I am gonna check that out tonight after the stream. Thank you, my friend. One reason he's talking about being deported is because he doesn't. No, that's. I don't think that's why. He has the pawn card. Mikab was good. It's been a minute. I'm definitely looking forward towards that, Duan. Um, Autumn said this just shows that Nina does not respect Willow because Willow had told Nina to her face that she does not want to see Willow. Nina doesn't respect boundaries. She needs to let Willow come to her. That's true. But again, Autumn, see, what I have a problem with is that if you know how she is, why go to her restaurant? You know she's the co-owner of the restaurant. You could have chose to go any place except for the Metro Court. This is my issue with Willow. I get what you're saying, Autumn, but she knows that, and yet she still chose to go there. Alyssa, because I don't know, because I'm giving Claire the benefit of the doubt. Jordan may have something to do with the kidnapping. I think she does. I think she does. But me, Cobb, it's been a hot minute. How have you been? Where have you been at? Listen, that's giving her too much credit. She went there because she's stupid. Plain and simple. She went there because she's dumb. And it has nothing to do with taunting. That would actually make her an interesting character. And we're not going to do that, Alyssa. We're not going to give her more credit than the writers do. The writers can't make her interesting. We shouldn't be bothering to try to do that. Ryan says, Albert, what do you think that Thomas should do with the pawn card? Maybe give it the patch? Um, Maybe just throw it out. Rip it up, throw it out. Do you like TJ's hit? Yeah, I do. I do, J Ice Cream. That's true, Lobby. Yeah, my friend had twists in his hair. DC Soap Sanctuary. Let's everyone say what's up to DC. Queen Jess is in the chat. How you doing tonight? Autumn said, Robert, I think Jason's going to get back that Metro Core for Carly. Nina just needs to sell that hat back to Jason because Carly was actually good at running Metro Core. That's true. That's very true. The thing is, Terry Ice Cream, he looked more mature, but he didn't act more mature. He's still complaining about Christina. Oh, I don't like the lifestyle that she's living. I don't like the fact that she's too close to studying the bullets. I'm like, well, you should have spoke up before she got pregnant. It's a little too late to be sitting there complaining to grandpa about you not actually having any balls to sit there and say anything. I mean, I know I'm being crude, but You had a chance to sit there and say, hey, you know what? Listen, Molly, this ain't gonna work with Christine. We need to sit there and find somebody else because they all knew that it was a messy situation. Yep, there we go. Just said TJ should have been should have been said something, but he's not wrong. Christina was a horrible choice. She was, but like you said, it's not the first time. Okay, well, thank you, Mikab. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. It's just good to see you again. I saw you in, I'm not going to mention his name, but I saw you around now, so it's good to see you. Yeah, it's just like it's a little too late though. DC says, in a way, Nina never stole the Metro card from Carly. Carly lost it due to her negligence of loaning it out as collateral for Aurora shares going up, and Nina brung it when she invested. That's very true. Actually, DC, I said I wasn't going to mention that person's name. I mean, Cobb knows exactly what I'm talking about. So, DC, that's not me being mean. That's not me being mean. You haven't seen me be mean. That's me being nice and polite. Trust me. Well, here's the thing, Jess. She did it. She did. Now, here's the thing. She did that to push Drew to help her. Me, Cobb, I was actually being nice. I don't know what DC Smith is saying. That's me actually being nice. I swear, every time I talk, it's like DC thinks I'm the goddamn villain. He thinks I'm actually a DC villain. You see what I did there? I got really cheesy. Dolly, it was one of those things that started off very soapy, and then it went from like 0 to 60 so fast. I mean, it literally played out like a 90s soap opera. And then things just went sideways so fast. Like, my goodness. Like, they really know how to add the best of both worlds on that show. Thank you, Alyssa. I appreciate that. See, that's why you're my girl. I appreciate you, Alyssa. Wow. A mixture of EJ and Devon. No, DC. She's listen. She's just speaking the truth. Thank you, Darby. And I was very cheesy about it too, on purpose. Just a yeah, but mention Carly got with someone minutes after her breakup with Drew. She's still married to Sonny, and F. Drew is well. First of all, Jess, I know Alyssa. He just thinks that I'm being mean. He hasn't actually seen me. That's me being nice. Dolly says people were comparing the Genosa massacre to the Red Wedding episode and get. Oh wow, okay, I haven't seen that, but Alyssa says playing a villain is good. I even play a villain in these chat streets. Well, you've been very tame, so I appreciate that. Ron says Albert EJ ain't going to be running the CEO of the mayor, and he's going to be out as TA. The guy is correct. Well, I can agree on both of that. I can agree with both of that. Mr. Bear says Marvel has the better artists and DC has better writers. DC says Albert knows he's petty for this. Hashtag say his name. You don't want me to go down that rabbit hole. I'm just saying. With my team, Trina, Nina, and Jada South. Well, at least you put Jada last. Because I swear I'm actually very nice. No, actually I am mean. That's me being tame. Alyssa, I'm sure as hell, is the villain of Abba's chat videos. Yeah, but you got a lot better though. See that's the thing, DC. You just need to say I'm being mean, but you put up hashtag say his name. But I'm being mean, okay. Just as you know what's annoying, what they are trying to do with Heather. Yeah. My whole thing is like I feel like she hurt too many people. And they're just like, hey, listen, this is a thing. So Alyssa, I love being a villain. I'm better at it. Well, Alyssa, as long as you're on my side, we're good. Because says I remind me of one of the ushers at church. So nice and respectful. See, I am very nice and respectful. I don't know what DC's talking about. I think DC's a little drunk tonight. Yeah, I think he's a little bit drunk tonight. Well, Jess, I mean, they have Franco had a brain tumor, so and like for me personally, I still can't get past what he did to Michael. Ron says about what Baker finds out that Sheila is being held against her will and Steffi killed an innocent person. He needs to change his decision and put Steffi in the cell. And if Ridge opens his mouth, what I guess throw his ass in the cell as well. Okay, but no, Mikaba, it's DC's just a little tipsy, and when you get a little tipsy, you say things that you may have to wind up going on an apology tour later on for. Yeah. Apology tours are no fun. I'll tell you that much. He's lying. He's drunk. I mean, he's saying things that are out of character. I mean, this isn't DC that we know and love. Saying I'm being what EJ and Devon, so I'm being evil and high and mighty, right? A hypocrite. Also, that's what I heard about Devon. Just says LOA. Sheila is being held against her will. Well, apparently she has this woman named Sugar that's like obsessed with her, which is really weird. DC says Albert, other personality authors. I'm just saying. But to be fair, DC, I didn't think that Nikab would actually got that. Whatever alleged shade that I did, I didn't think that Nikab would get that. Hmm. Orby says Alexis was just asking Kevin questions to be fair. And he seemed like he wants to spearhead this whole get Heather out of jail because he wants to atone for whatever sins that he thinks that he did. He says, all I just know is he was your boy at one point. Is giving Sonny doubting Jason and the viewers not understanding. Yeah, then I found out that he is damn near a child diddler. And even here's the thing: the sad thing is that even if back in the day, even if back in the day, 17 was legal, she came from an abusive home where somebody essayed her. He decides to give her candy and put her on a pole. Gemini, how you doing tonight? Lashanta, how you doing tonight? Thank you for joining. Darby says Kevin should be in jail for the first time broke fee. Cat Lady, gorgeous Cat Lady. Alexa's first case will be Heather if GH goes there. Hmm. I agree with that, Alyssa. That's an interesting theory, Cat Lady. Ron says, Albert, tell the chat why you're trying to get Days of Our Lives canceled. Because you're jealous? Because of Talia and Jerry Prentice now. So that's why I'm trying to get the show Days of Our Lives canceled because I'm jealous of Talia and Jerry. Ryan, Darby. Yeah, Ryan. So that's why I'm jealous, huh, Ryan? I mean, that's why I'm trying to get Days of Our Lives canceled. Ryan, I was thinking about getting Days of Our Lives canceled because I want to show you what kind of power I have. Lashanta says, Albert, defend your girl Nina. Ridiculous, ridiculous. She can hurt case jobs, spreading lies. It will be. Oh no, 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 no. See, I can't defend that, Lashanta, because that was just childish. I can't defend that, Lashanta. Yes, Alyssa, that's why I want to get Days of Our Lives canceled because I'm jealous of Jerry Prentice. I don't even remember this guy's name until Ron tells me, but apparently that's why I'm trying to get Days of Our Lives canceled. Alyssa, and this is the reason why Ron is my jester. That's why you're my jester, Ron. That's exactly why. Oh yeah, yeah. No, I agree. I agree with that. And hopefully, if she does come back, Alyssa, they don't waste her character. Ron says, Albert, if I'm right about Sheila being held against her will by Sugar, her look-alike doppelganger and Mike Guthrie, then what everyone's going to say? Well, I guess Steffi can't sit there and be, yeah, never mind. She's still going to have that same energy. Dolia says, is anyone else over 40 surprised that Nina and Drew backs didn't get hurt. Lashanta says, Albert, if Carly didn't move on, why is that anyone else's business? She just got off the. That's true. That's true. Well, to be fair, Cat Lady, Nina ain't bad looking. She ain't bad looking. So Jess says that she loves hearing about Chase and Brooklyn's wedding. It gets her all giddy and excited, you know. Just every single time that they talk, I can't even sit there and continue that joke. Um, mm, it's it's a privilege thing and it's also a man thing. I know, Jess. That's why I can't continue that joke. But literally, it's a man thing. We like to be in control. We like to be in control of finances. We like to sit there and take charge and stuff like that. It's not saying it wouldn't be nice, but it's like we're supposed to spoil y'all and show y'all the world. You know, not gonna lie, I'm kind of going on a leap with that one. Barry says the word Giddy and Jess should never be. I figure it was an ego thing. Well, Lashanta, how you know that wasn't Olivia's fault? Hmm? How you know that wasn't Olivia's fault? I mean, Nina is only co-owner of the Metro Court. Exactly, Lord Bing. No, and that's the thing. You are correct. I think Olivia tried to buy it though. Yeah, listen, that's I mean, it wasn't super terrible, but like I just felt like this title was just more deserving. I mean, 40 years of knowing each other, that's a long time. Long time of knowing anyone. Just says, I don't know, it would be a thoughtful gift, but I get it. Exactly, though. I'm just saying this. Nina only owns half of the hotel. Just let's say it was giving Little House on the Prairie vibes. Lashanta says Nina's doing too much and everybody is business, but the one that pays her. Well, she's doing a lot of scheming to get back in Willow's good graces for reasons I don't know or care. Ron says about how is Finn going to react or feel about his mother being held against her will, and someone else is using her facial to disguise. Um, I think he would actually care. What's good, Dave? Have you been? Oh, good. How you doing tonight? Hope all is well with you. Alyssa says, I'm not trying to chime into the granny wars, but it seems like an issue when Nina is nosy. Yeah, but to be fair, she makes it interesting. That's what I was saying. I don't know if you caught that, but that's what I was saying. I was like, she makes it interesting. Darby says that must be an expensive truck to sell to pay for an ultra first class trip to Italy. Oh, you save up enough money. Oli says that just tells me that Carly has to micromanage her staff. The fact that they can't do basic parts of their job, like delivering food, is a sign of bad management and poor training. Or Nina cutting the staff down to half is a problem. I mean, she did sit there and say that like I know when I cut down the staff to half, but I didn't expect the service to go downhill. I'm like, really? You just said that you cut it the staff down to half. How do you not? Ron says, Albert, how is Chief Baker going to feel also about Sheila being held against? Um, he's going to want to get justice. Yeah, he's going to he want to get justice, Ron. I said the same thing, Jess. I was like, let's say, yeah, Martin rat Nina out for being the one tipping off the SEC anonymously, and there's no uproar. They want to talk about privacy. LOL, please, who cares about Carly's privacy? Yeah, that really doesn't make any sense. Yeah, that's when she was at Crimson. She called and she was like, yeah, I know I cut the staff down to half. I'm like, well, then what did you expect to happen then? Well, it gives drama. And see, that's the thing. She makes it interesting. She makes it more interesting than Carly. Nina fires an employee for doing her job. LaShanta says, why is Olivia put out with Nina making decisions? Her and Carly split it. Ron says, what do you mean? Joe says, Albert, Sheila is being held against her will. So you're saying that Baker's going to still have to rest? No, I said that he's going to want to sit there and try to find Sheila. She's being held against her will. He's going to want to try to find her. Yeah, that's all. But Ron, how do you know that she's being held? How do you know that she's being held against her will? You keep saying that Sheila's being held against her will. That's why I keep telling people in the chat list. I was like, she makes it interesting. Yeah, she's going around doing a lot of, you know, stupid and childish stuff, but she makes it interesting. And like I said, she makes it more interesting than Carly. He's only one guy, okay? Let's not think he's trying. That's true, Jess. You heard what I said, Jess. I didn't stutter. I said that Nina Reeves makes the show more interesting than Carly Correntos. I don't care for calling her Spencer. That's right, Alyssa. I'm here for it. Oh, oh. And she actually said, Jess, what was that? Well, I gotta say, Jess, you're a very, very brave woman. I'm crazy too in this chat. Yeah, but you're the fun kind now, Alyssa. Dolly says Nina does keep the party going. She's a wonderful mess, and I'm here for it. Exactly. And you know what? You know, Dolly, Jess is going to be here for it too. I'm just saying, Jess. You know how intimidating I can be. I think you kind of forgot about that. The shot that says Albert Nina lied, like TJ and Willow was that's true. Yeah, that's crazy. That's literally that's crazy. And yes, she still makes the show more fun than she makes the show more funner than Carly. But yes. Jess, when you gonna sit there and get on the right team? That's the question I got for you. When you gonna get right? Huh? Because Alyssa, Dolly, and Kyrie's, we here for you, okay? We gonna get you on the right path, Jess. It's not that hard. You get there. We'll help you. Ron says, Albert, don't forget to tell everyone in the chat you got Passion's cancer because you were jealous of Tabitha saying having a baby named Dora. You also petitioned with Nikisha to take it. Ron, I did it all by myself though. I didn't have Nikisha's help. Exactly, listen, see, I'm trying to get Jess to see the light. She's just so stubborn, you know? And that's what happens when you're a Scorpion. Lashanta says that's your opinion, Albert. Nina is not more anything that don't worry, Lashanta. There's room for you too on this team. There's room for you too on this team. You and Jess gonna get right by the end of the year. Dolly says Nina keeping y'all talking all publicity is good publicity. Yes, that's very true. Whenever Nina does something really, again, I go back to my first review, which was me being pissed off at Nina. Now, granted, oh, Lashanta, give it time. You'll see the light. Well, to be fair, Alyssa, she does actually do most of that to herself. if if we're gonna be honest about her, Alyssa, she does kind of do most of that stuff to herself. Lashanta really means that she is messy and fun. But Alyssa said everything was her fault. She would even get blamed for that metrical fire. That's true. Well, not everything, but I mean, Alyssa, there's a lot of stuff. If we're gonna be honest, there's a lot of stuff. Laura B says, I'm team neither, they're both nuts. Ron says, why are you defending and protecting Nikisha? You two planned this with your petition saying that she was too old for. Well, Ron, I tried. I tried to protect Nikisha, but you're just too smart. Well, Ryan, I just can't pull the wool over your eyes now, can I? Figured it out. Alyssa said she would get blamed for the outbreak years ago. You know what's funny, Alyssa? I say the same thing about Nick Newman. I say the same thing about Nick Newman. I don't like Nick Newman because he's this. I don't like Nick Newman because he's that. It's like Nick Newman can literally sit there and save a bus full of children, and people will still find reasons to not like him. I mean, I don't know how you feel about him. I'm just saying, I wouldn't go that far, but kind of a stretch there. But I get what you're saying. That's that close. Well, what did I sit there and say? Oh yeah, Nick Newman is the Antichrist. Unlimited, yep, Nick Newman. Unlimited says top five favorite characters. Okay, cool. Unlimited says Nick Newman is the worst person on the face of the earth. Nina is just misunderstood. You know, I keep sitting there saying that to people. Like Nina is just misunderstood. You people just have to understand. Lashanta said, I don't hate Nick. He's arrogant. Don't treat Adam like his brother. Ron says, so Albert, if after everything that is happening, if Stephanie still wants to be with Everett, then what is everyone going to say? They're going to sit there and say she's a fool. And they're kind of going to be right to some extent. You're going to sit there and say this chick has lost her mind. Especially if it turns out that like the dude does have DID, there is an evil side to her, and she's like, I still want to be with you. I was like, then yep, you're a fool. Alyssa J was right. And and yeah, that's what wound up happening. Earlier says Nina calls Global Run. Nope. Do you know who did? That's right, Nick Noman. Oh, damn. As a Nick Newman fan, I felt that. That ain't right, Dolly. Lashanta says Stephanie, Phyllis, Carly, Chelsea, and Sharon are my favorite. Hmm. Uh, well, I know one of those names you'd probably not get along with somebody if you was in that person's chat. That's all I'm gonna say about that. That is all I'm gonna say about that. There's one person's name in that chat that if you was there's one person's name in that list that if you was in someone's chat, exactly why I mentioned you, Alyssa. Exactly why I mentioned you. Like I said, Alyssa, when I was watching it yesterday and I was having a day. And I saw that part and he was like, shh. I sat there, I was like, yo. I was like, first of all, I know this man did not just sit there and shush her. And second of all, ooh, maybe Alyssa was actually right on that one. Say it loud and proud, Lashanta said. I don't care what nobody says about Phyllis. That's my girl. Oh, that's interesting. There was a bunch of names on there. You actually picked out Phyllis. Okay. Hmm, okay. I love the attitude, Lashanta. They said I'm starting to get the feeling that in the relationship with being to unfold on G's Carly with Jagger. Yes, that's what they're hinting at. I think even Laura Wright was hinting at that. Alyssa Everett is loony as Looney Tunes. Funny, I actually had that reference to that about something, and it might have been that. Logan says I like when Gina played Phyllis. She brung some edge to the role. So you're not a fan of Michelle Stafford, or you just preferred the other one better? What was the name of the Carly? The one that shall not be mentioned. What was that chick's name? The one Carly that the universe is just like, the hell are you doing? Big Nate was good. Alyssa Everett is so loony. Heather should have went to Salem and hooked him up and hooked him up. I don't know this dark version of Everett. Well, then again, to be fair, Marine couldn't take Heather. So even though I always sit there and say it was really dark, the rain was so heavy. Oh no, I know what you meant. Yep, Lori Jennifer Bradford. Yes. Oof, that was like the universal pan Carly. It was bad. It was really bad. That's what eliminated. Goldman says I like Michelle Stafford. She's iconic, but Gina is a master at playing recast. I would even be cool with her as Sammy. Hmm. Yeah, listen, she was bad. Like those are the days I was really like watching and pay attention. I was like when they brought her in, I was like, yeah, are y'all serious? Ron says I bet Stephanie can't stay with a man. She can't go back to Alex. Chad is not over his dead wife, Abigail, so her only option is Everett. Or a little battery powered friend. But yeah, Unlimited. That was Dolomitics that said that, not Laura B. Yeah, no, Unlimited. That was Dolomitics. That's the worst. Tamara, Laura. Wow. Well, that's your opinion. That is your opinion, my love. Anthony, the number one YouTuber. By the way, program was awesome. Well, I'm glad you had a good experience. I hope the channel's gone well. I gotta sit there and definitely type you up. Your videos used to come up on my save list. I got it on my save list. I have to sit there and delete some stuff off my phone. Ron says, Albert, if ever it does get her pregnant, then Kayla should tell her. Okay. Lashanta says Carly had mental issues, but she grew past it. Nina didn't stick. Working it out, okay. Lashanta, she's working it out. You know, she's just a little misunderstood, and she does things and she acts on impulse. You know, but you know, we can't always be perfect, right, Lashanta? Ellie says the bad thing about Jennifer's version of Carly is that she was basically crazy Carly. Fans pretended like none of her stories happened, so Carly comes across like a hypocrite. That's good. I like that. Yeah, I missed this yesterday. You know, I missed this yesterday. Crazy thing is I actually had so much sleep that I didn't even need a nap in the afternoon. Usually a really good nap will just but I know, Lashanta, I know. Listen, I do give Nina the smoke when I feel just a really bad day. Just a really bad day that I had to correct today. But it was a bad day going into it. I was dreading going to work, and today I fixed that mistake. So that was that. I mean, that was probably what happened today. You know, she was terrible. It was terrible. LaShanta says only a kid lashes out, not a grown up. I like when Carly was bad. Yeah, like when she went in a courtroom and she shot somebody in the head. Nah, it was cool. But you know, I like I said, I don't like to sit there and do any live stream when I'm like really pissed off. It just was not a good day yesterday. But today I'm in a much better mood though. I'm very happy about that. I mean, apparently I'm in so much of a happy mood that um I like to give shade apparently. Like DC says, like I'm a damn villain. Dolly said, "Did the gamma thing get you down, Albert?" No, but like I said, it was just crazy though, and it was also just one of those things. Was yeah, listen, yes, he thought Alyssa, he thought that I was giving him shade. I'm still reeling from that though, Dolly. I'm still reeling from that one. But he didn't do anything. I haven't seen Mikab in a while, and I saw him in James' live stream, but I didn't feel like saying his name, so I kind of cut the part when I was going to sit there and say his name. And DC was like, "Oh, you're giving him shade." I'm like, "Bro, I'm not being a dick. I can be a dick, but I'm not." And hey everyone, and I think Maxie going to either go back to Crimson or find a way to run Deception herself. I want her to go back to Crimson. Oh no, that's exactly what I was talking about. I was just basically because me, Cobb, haven't seen him in a while. Like, oh, it was really good to see you. Yeah, I saw him in James live streams and stuff like that, but I didn't feel like actually saying his name. So, yep. That's the thing, though, Alyssa. Every time I sit there and say something, DC always takes what I say out of context. I was just, the whole thing, Dolly, my emotions just all over the place because it started off like as a soap opera, and it went from soaps to unlimited. Should I start? She start what? Yeah, yeah, I noticed that too, Jess. Alyssa says him and phone charge looking. I can't with her. I'm not mad at her anymore. I just, because I noticed that she's on 10th floor GH. Sometimes when they do Days of Our Lives, I'm just like, yeah, I can't watch her. Kelly says, don't this mean that Valentine did in fact know who burned down Anna's house if it was Pikeman who ordered it? Maybe. No, I can tell you something, Laura B. I let it go now, but there was a point that she pissed me off though. And I did actually go a little kind of too hard to be honest. As to, do you think that Carly's going to next Jason up on his offer? Maybe, because Jason does have a way of getting to her. Alyssa said, "LOL." She said something stupid on Twitter. I forgot what it was, but that was the yeah. That seems about her speed. To be fair, Alyssa, that seems about her speed. And it's really sad, Alyssa. I literally talked to her for like under 10 minutes. You ever just talk to somebody, you just get a really bad vibe? Yes, unlimited. I would definitely love that, and I would definitely watch. That's just the thing, though. Alyssa. Like sometimes you can talk to somebody, you either are going to be really cool, or you're going to be like, you know what, I can't rock with you. Why? You just have bad energy. Yeah, that's the thing. That's just how it is with some people. Unfortunately, with her, it's like bad energy in spades. But oh, Lashanta says Foresight burned down Anna's house. It was so long ago, I actually forgot. Yes, I say go for it. Go for it. Have fun. Like I said, I would watch. That'd be pretty cool. I refuse to call him Jack. I refuse to call him Jack. Like, nope, his name is gonna be Mr. Brennan. Gonna be Mr. Brennan. It's gonna stay Mr. Brennan, and that's how we gonna do that. But also, if I wake up on time, which I'm gonna try to wake up on time, um, tomorrow I'm gonna try to do two member live streams. One around 12 something, pretty much depending on when I get back from Dunkin' Donuts. And then, of course, the usual members live at night. So I'm like, why not? They've been giving me Saturdays off. And unlike last Saturday, which I'm not going to really mention what wound up happening, um, this Saturday I'm actually off and I don't actually have to go anywhere. So, one, no, there we go. Now we're good. Now we're good. It says I have to give Carly her credit and not reacting to Nina and staying true to her word and moving on. If this was 10 years ago, oh yeah, oh yeah, yeah, I agree with that, Ed. Oh, of course, Unlimited, of course. Yeah, why not? Why not, Alyssa? Why not? Also, again, if you are a wrestling fan, Alyssa will be live streaming to tomorrow, um, 4 p.m. New York time, 4 p.m. Eastern. I don't really know the Pacific, but she will be live streaming tomorrow about wrestling, so definitely support her. You know, Larby, it's a classic. It's a classic. So it is 4 p.m. Eastern. Okay. I got you. I got you, Unlimited. Unlimited says, I'm interviewing so fans for a book. Please let me know if it's. Oh, definitely. Alyssa says 4 p.m. Eastern, 1 p.m. Pacific. Okay. Thank you. Well, you know what, Laura B, I got to go with the classics sometimes. I got to go with the classics. Yes, definitely support my girl Alyssa. Her and the ladies are definitely fun to sit there and listen to. Um, Lashanta says Carly lives rent free in his head. She's a non MN factor. Well, you know what, Lashanta and Jess, got my work cut out. Because I will get y'all to join the winning side, the right side. Let me get y'all right. Fatal Attraction. I haven't watched that movie in years. I mean, I'll be honest, it's not a good look, but like I said, Nina makes the show more interesting than Carly does. I mean, in all reality, in a lot of ways, Nina is just a better character than Carly. When you stop and think about it. It's like, yeah, she does crazy shenanigans from time to time, but you know, old school Carly was more fun than this version. Yes, I mean, how are you getting upset with facts? I'm speaking facts, okay? Speaking science, Josh. Maybe old school Carly was fun, but this Carly versus Nina? Nah. Nina makes the show interesting. Lashata says, Albert, do you think if you keep saying it, it will be true? But it is true though. That's the thing. I can't believe I can't believe she actually said that to me. Wow. Wow, that almost hurt my feelings. God damn. Tell your ice cream, I'm just trying to get them to see the light. Hold on. I wish I had something stronger when I'm about to sit down and read. Now, if I start drinking again, I'm gonna blame Jess. Well, if I start drinking again on the stream, then I'm gonna blame her. Jess says Albert lives in his own world like delusional Nina. No wonder they can. Did she really just say that? That's true. That's true. But I just, I, mm-mm, mm-mm, mm. Yes, Darby basically sniffed his hand. I'm a robot. Also, don't forget my favorite one though. You know my favorite one is right, Darby. Run, Darby. Remember the favorite, my favorite thing that you said about me? I still can't believe she actually said this shit to me. Um, Lashanta said Drew planted the seed about Ava. Yeah, yeah, I'm definitely looking forward towards that. What was my favorite thing that you? No, 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 no. I'm gonna give you one more try, Darby. What was like my most favorite thing that you said about me? Come on, Darby, the class is waiting. Okay, so Darby want to sit there and play dumb for a hot minute. Darby said that I'm not as respectable as DC Soap Sanctuary. No, 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 no. Ignore that. He said that I'm not as respectable as DC Soap Sanctuary. That was like the most favorite thing that Darby's ever said to me. Lashanta says if Nina tells Ava about Drew, it's a wrap. Yeah, that's true. Because Sonny, well, Sonny's off his mess, so everything he's doing at this point is out of pocket. I would say that everything that he's doing at this point is just, but yeah. And Darby says, I accept that and I stand 9 toes on that. I like that. That's good. That's good. Yeah, I can't even be mad at you for that because it's good. That's nice though. I appreciate that, Darby. It's almost as nice as some of the stuff that Jess has actually said about me over almost years I've been doing this. Just saying. Sugar, sugar, sugar. And granted, I don't know much about this sugar storyline. That's a good question. I saw him earlier. Well, I know he did a live stream earlier with Last Day. Um, Alyssa was in the stream. I wonder if he's actually going to be doing his stream tonight because he has a member stream. Okay, yeah, he has his member stream tonight. Darby says, but unlike me, just actually likes you, Robert. I know I can tell by some of the very sweet, kind things that she says about me. Darby says, yes, he will. Lashanta says, I'm ready for the wedding before I get bored. I mean, it's true, Jess. I mean, tonight you just basically said that I was delusional. I mean, if that's not love, I don't know what is. Lashanta says, Lil Bill Portia, I don't care. Oh, Lil Bill. Part of me is just like, wait, y'all people still don't like just as Curtis is even more annoying now. What? Where's this level of contempt for Curtis? I don't get that. Grams, it's been a minute. Jesus Christ, how have you been? Yeah, Lobby. All I know is that Sugar seemed like she was obsessed with Sheila to look like her. As Alexis stepped close to quitting, so I hope she gets back her law license. You're gonna have to. Jess, but why don't you like him now? Eagle fans, what's up? I wish Laura Wright will speak out against the company writing her privileged character like Jason is not going to buy her hotel. Carly is going to let a man help her. What happened to the new and improved Carly? Well, here's the thing. She didn't actually say yes yet. That's the thing, Eagle Fang. She didn't say yes to Jason's offer. I've been good. I've been good, Grams. It's good to see you again. I was like, I didn't mean to yell when I saw you, but I was like, yo, I haven't seen you in a hot minute, though. That's the thing, Eagle Fang. She didn't say yes yet. Well, you know what, Eagle Fang, time will tell. Darby said, F everyone hates Chris. Everyone really hates Curtis. Yeah, I'm just like, I don't really understand. I don't really understand it. I don't really understand why. That is very true. Eagle Fang, you saw the preview, so you know. I probably want to do a review on Young and the Restless. Yeah, no, it's good to have you, Grams. Good to have you. By the way, Grams, I was Smith there saying tomorrow I'm doing 2 live streams. Um, one at 12 New York time, and then one again at 8 o'clock. Yeah, Lashanta and Jess, but you do realize that was like 2 years ago, right? But yeah, Cyrus is making a new movie. The actor's making a new movie. I forgot what it's called now. Yeah, Jess, I was like, yo, that actually might have been 3 years ago. Oh, oh, goddamn, Jess. Jess says, Albert, what offer? Well, what offer what? Okay, good, Grams, good. Eagle fan said, does GH miss Spencer and Esme? Well, I miss Esme. And Lashanta, what do you mean, what offer? I mean, what time? Lashanta says, I would never like Curtis because of how he treated Jordan. Like 3 years ago, but okay. All right, that's fair. That's your right. I'm just you and Jess said the same thing. Probably have. Oh, because people are saying that Jason is going to buy Carly the hotel, but Carly still hasn't said yes to it yet, and she's turned down a lot of other people that's been trying to buy for her. Just said, Albert, so what if it was like 3 years ago? I mean, you don't think at some point you should probably let that go, Jess? I mean, I'm just saying it was like, I mean, Jess, you just said so yourself. You don't think that 3 years is kind of a long time to hold a grudge? Lashata says it can be 10 years. Oh, okay. Oh, and she said it with the emoji. No, like, like she had a tone with me. Ooh, okay. I love it, Jess. You're so brave. I love it. Ooh, I love it. Ed says, hopefully you get a scene of TJ really telling Molly how he feels. Yeah, kind of too little too late about that. That's why I found that scene with him and what you call it so. Darby said, didn't Jordan allow Curtis to treat her that way? People are going to treat you as how you allowed them, Albert. Yeah, but Darby, I mean, we can. That's 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 semi-victim blaming. That's semi-victim blaming. To be, and Lashanta says it can be 10 years. Yeah, that's all I was saying. Just I was like, that's practically victim blaming. Eager Fan says, on a positive note, I like the conversation with Tracy and BLQ had overstepping with Curtis. I mean, with Chase, yes. Gift BLQ had one job, go to Italy and give Chase some of. Sure. Jay Blue, it's good to see you. Yeah, I'm just looking. I was like, it's too little, too late on that. That's what's good, Jay Blue. W says, our responsibility given. That's. I say very God. I look at that and that's basically victim blaming. Isn't it the saying, well, you gotta treat it like crap because well, you allowed them to, so it's your fault. Jay Blue, I mean, she's rich. She never really had to think about money like that. When you don't have to think about money, it's not gonna click. Even for instance, Max needs to leave deception or get Lucy. Yes, Eagle fan. That's exactly what we were saying. I voted for going back to Crimson. Oh, Little Bill. Yeah, I mean nice to Little Bill. No, I need to stop calling him Little Bill. It was 3 years ago. It's exactly J Blue. That's I was like, yo, that's a little bit too little, too late conversation. Debbie says she shouldn't have allowed that bald-headed C head to treat her. Okay, all right. Well, that's a very interesting that's some very interesting sentences strung together. I will say that much. Yeah, that's I like that. There was a lot of words, and you had a good coherent sentence. Okay, that's good, Darby. Lashanta says, "Look at Petty Betty, Nina, just spiteful and vindictive, and fun, and interesting, and she makes the show interesting." Eaglefish says, "Who do you feel more bad for right now, Adam or his brother?" I would say Adam. I would definitely sit there and say Adam, Eaglefang. Larry says, I'm wrong. No. I just said that you had a really good sense of strings of sentences put together. Um, I don't agree. I don't agree because no matter how you try to rephrase that sentence, it still comes across as victim blaming. And yes, she is fun and interesting. Exactly. Alyssa, she's more fun and interesting than Carly Spencer. But you know, Darby, that's just my opinion. You know, we can agree to disagree. No big deal. And I get what you're saying, but it's we can't. I just yes, I do think that you need to have a backbone and not be treated like that, but it's still victim blaming. I mean, that's just my opinion, J Blue. Yes, I mean that's the thing though, like J Blue, like years before Carly used to sit there and do very similar things. She wasn't she wasn't on dingbat level, but she used to be fun and interesting, and now it's like she's more of a Valkyrie, which isn't bad, but like Nina's messy. Whoever says Jordan had a gun. Are you Darby, are you trolling me right now? I'm just saying, like, are you trolling me right now? Lashanta said I didn't feel bad when Nick got sliced or Vicky. Oh, okay, that's okay, that's interesting, Lashanta. Okay. Lashanta says Albert, there's Sean Grove. I like when she's bad too. Yeah, just like I said, I just I miss the messy Carly, you know, and I get it, but sometimes growth can be kind of boring to some extent, you know. That's why Phyllis is messy because if Phyllis actually matured, It wouldn't be as fun. I'm gonna be honest. That's my opinion. Dory says if I had a gun and was a police commissioner, I'd never let anyone treat me as bad as Curtis treated Jordan. Um, but then first of all, I'm kind of glad you don't have a gun or just that whole sentence. But have a good night, Laura B. Thank you for joining. I hope I get to see you tomorrow. I'm going to be live streaming at 12 something and again the usual time. Dory says, I'm glad to. Well, I'm just saying. Yeah, I mean, listen, yeah, I wasn't a fan of how he treated Curtis. I wasn't a fan of how he treated Jordan either. Yeah, I'm gonna try. If I have some time tomorrow, see, I'm gonna try to talk about. I'm gonna try to talk about it tomorrow. Cause there's some stuff I gotta sit down and look up on him, and I just haven't had the time this week. But I do want to talk about him again now. I kind of find him fascinating in this weird, messed up way. Like the dude is 50 and yet he still acts like he is a teenager, just doing stupid-ish. The video is called The Chronicle of Ebis. Okay, I'm off tomorrow, Caesar, so I would definitely look into it. I still got to do that other video though too. The chick that was beating on her partner. Jay Blue says Carly is still messy because she doesn't want to accept help when given. How will she ever reach when she finds out that Jay's react when she finds out that Jason is trying to get the Metrocore back? Yeah, I'm gonna have to look that one up. Um, yes, Ellis. Yeah, I definitely want to do a video on the Ellis woman. Jay Blue says, I must say I'm no longer angry at the Curtis and regard John. I like how they pass things up. That's good, Jay Blue, because some people want to sit there and hold on to grudges for 3 to 10 years. Not naming any names, but yeah, yeah. But I got a couple of different reasons why I want to do a video on her. And Darby says hypocritical Curtis. Oh, well, I was actually on try to be well, Lashonda, I was just trying to be respectful. I'm just saying. And don't forget about Lady Scorpion. Darby says hypocritical Curtis forgiving Portia for lying to him about Trina for 19 years, and he roasted Jordan for not telling him police business. Yes, no, no, that's definitely out of pocket. Eagle Fang says Will and Carly are my two most despised characters in the show. Added Josh to that mix. Yeah, I don't blame you about the Josh part. I said you, Jess. I was trying to be creative, but yes, Jess, I said you. And I named Lashonda too. But I want to throw you in there as well, Jess. I want to put you in that pot as well. Jay Blue says I was holding a grudge against Curtis for a while, but I'm good now. It's good. It's good not to continue to hold a grudge for Curtis for 10 to 3 years. Element says I don't hate Curtis. I think it was overkill how he was mad about her and her position. Yes. Yeah, but again, it's good not to hold grudges. Now, me personally, I've never, ever, ever held a grudge like that. So I don't know what that's like, but the other people do it. Eagle fan, you didn't miss anything with B&B, but next week it looked like it's going to be good. I will say that much. No, Eagle fan, it didn't come out today. It's going to come out next week, though. Yeah, Eagle fan, it's going to come out next week. Just says it was overkill and unnecessary. Now, Jay Blue says, I was surprised Nina didn't congratulate Curtis on walking when he got up to talk to her. I thought they were close friends. Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, listen, it looked like it's going to be good next week. Oh, Jess said Nina is too obsessed with Carly to notice. Oh, listen to this, Albert, don't you constantly bring up Carly shooting talk? No, I don't. I actually tell you the truth, this was the first time I actually brought that up. I'd never said that before, Lashonda. What are you talking about? Unless I was drunk. I don't remember actually saying that sober. Terry says, how about that? Listen, next week will be really good. Then they've been used against to prop up RJ. Shanta says, yes, you do. Where's Kyrie said? I mean, are you sure that I say that, LaShanta? Because I mean, I say a lot of things all the time. But I actually tell you the truth, this is actually the first time. So, I don't know. Maybe you just kind of got my words mixed up or whatever. A long day. It happens. It happens. It's no biggie. We all get a little mixed up sometimes, right? Yeah, he's not. He's not. Yeah, Jess. He's not. He's not helping the situation. Jess ain't gonna remember. No, she not gonna remember. I mean, because there's nothing really to remember. You know. But I get it though. We have our long days. Jay Blue says, I remember you saying that, Albert, and I was trying to remember if I saw that scene. Hmm. Wow. Wow. Just says I got you, LaShawn, that we all know Albert is a gaslighter. Just I've you keep using this term that I've never used that I've never did before. I mean it's kinda weird. I mean, Jess, how do we know that you're not gaslighting me? I think that's what it is. You had a long day, a little tired, getting things mixed up, and you're somehow blaming me. But I get it. I got to be the villain. I got to be the villain in a lot of people's stories. So cool. Just says I'm not gaslighting you. That's hilarious. I don't know. I don't know, Jess. I think the chat would disagree. Lashanta says, I never believe Kyrie's about Albert gaslighting. Well, yeah, I mean, you shouldn't because I don't do it. I'm glad you don't. I'm glad you don't. It's a good thing, Lashanta. We're on the right path. As said, Lucy needs to learn that it's not the I Love Lucy show. She's going to get kicked out of deception sooner rather than or later, especially when they're promoting herself more than a product. Yes. Yeah, Maxie was looking at the whole situation like, of course, I felt that I did feel that Maxie was out of pocket though. Okay, like I don't understand how people are still blaming Lucy for Sasha leaving the company. She chose to leave. Oh, if it wasn't for you undermining her, all she said was you don't have an edgy look anymore. And that's not a bad thing, but it is a thing that that photographer was looking for. Which, by the way, he couldn't even sit there and be bothered to convey that during the shooting. So you act super unprofessional. You're like, oh well, this just isn't working out, and just storms off pretty much. No, 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 no. Let's blame Lucy for getting the shoot canceled. Let's blame Lucy for Sasha leaving. Oh, you were horrible to Cody. No, he was matching. She was matching Cody's energy. And the sad thing is that Lucy says something. I hope Maxie gets mine to represent. I hope Maxie gets mine to represent. Listen to this, Abby. Lucy made Sasha leave because of Cody. How? Cody Cody got out of line though. Lucy said, "Hey, listen, you don't have an edgy look." Cody got super sensitive and was like, "What are you talking about? She's beautiful. She's gorgeous. Like, what do you like? Why are you getting defensive?" He didn't sit. She didn't sit there and say anything was wrong with her. Lucy deserves nothing. She treated him horribly. No, she matched his energy and she reminded him who's boss. That literally is your boss that you want to sit there and try to get an attitude with because she's giving the model constructive criticism. Yeah, that's very true. That's very true, listen. Well, it definitely didn't help Darby. I just, like I said, I look at that and I'm like, I get that people don't like Lucy, but we can't blame everything on Lucy. J Blue says Lucy literally repeated the same words to people. Exact. Thank you, J Blue. Because for a minute I thought I was going crazy. And thank you, Ed. Somehow this is Lucy's fault. Like, come on, seriously? Not liking Lucy and not to say exactly, Alyssa, she is annoying. But even annoying people could be right. That's the thing. Serious says Lucy is too pushy. But she's not wrong. Eagle Fang says Maxie's the only person that has worked her tail off at deception. It's time to make her a boss. Yeah, she earned it. I feel like a lot of times when somebody doesn't like a character, They choose not to sit there and see what they're when they're right based off of emotions, unless it's so obvious that they just can't be wrong. But other than that, nope. Nina works hard, no matter what no matter what you think about her outside of Crimson. Nina's a boss. She gets ish done. Oh yeah, listen, because you know that's the thing, Alyssa. You know how to use logic. That's the thing. You know how to use logic. That's the thing, Alyssa. You know me when it comes to us Nina. I'm not just saying that I'm a huge Nina fan, but I'm not gonna sit and ignore when she's right about stuff. And even me being Team Nina, I'm not gonna sit there and say she's always right. Darby says almost guarantee if Lucy leaves Deception, Tracy will find a way to get rid of Maxie to make way for Brooklyn. That's true. You know, unfortunately, Eagle Finger wouldn't stop Tracy from being like, "Hey, listen, you're cool," but Alyssa, like she wasn't defending Josh with Josh and Christina got into it verbally at Kelly's. Yeah, actually, I go back and I think about that. I was like, I would expect her to be a little more vocal about it, but nope. Yeah, that was kind of an odd scene. Hmm. But yeah, I mean, I get that limited, but I don't know. I think I just would expect the Carly to be sitting there siding more with Jocelyn and be like, "Hey, listen, you need to back off." And but to be fair, I mean, you're arguing with a pregnant woman, so you know there's that. Darby says, "I only support Maxie if she gets rid of both Lucy and Brooke in that deception." And Alyssa Carly knew what Christina said about Sunny was right, and that's true. Just like Molly knew when Christina was arguing with a pregnant woman, she realized that she was kind of in the wrong for that. Very true, Alyssa. But I'm gonna sit there and call it. You know, I'm not gonna sit there and say that because I know Jess always she always finds it cringe. But I'm gonna sit there and end the stream here. This is actually a lot of fun. Thank you so much for spending this Friday night with me. Um, yeah, yes, I do want to thank everyone for joining. If you are a member, I will sit there and try to see you tomorrow at 12 something after I get my Dunkin', and then again at night. So have a good night, Blackmon. Have a good night, Darby. Have a good night, Alyssa. Have a good night, Unlimited. Have a good night, J Blue. Have a good night, Queen Jess. Have a good night, Cherry Ice Cream. Have a good night, Grams TV. It's good to see you again. Have a good night, Me Cobb. Have a good night, Alyssa. Also, again, Alyssa will be doing her live stream tomorrow, 4 p.m. Eastern, 1 p.m. Pacific. So if you are a wrestling fan, definitely support my girl Alyssa. Just support my girl Alyssa regardless because she is awesome. Um, and I value I value as I value your friendship. So have a good night, J Blue, Blackmon, Unlimited, Duan. I feel like I'm missing so many people. Anyway, you know who you are. Stay safe, and I will see you in the next live stream. And if you're not a member, join, and I'll see you tomorrow. Laters.